Okay, let's see if we are live. Ah, yes, there we are. Hello, welcome. I think I'm going to adjust the volume a little bit here. Turn it down. It's a beautiful snow day where I am right now, so we are going to be streaming a little bit because that is what I want to do today, because I'm certainly not going to go outside. It is very cold and the roads are very, very, very bad, although the snowplows in the area are spectacular. But I'm going to do a quick post to let the world know what's going on and then get to it. I don't think anyone's here now. When somebody does show up, just say hello. I'm always happy to see someone. I'm gonna try to adjust you so you're not so huge. Good. Which I don't think is gonna affect it on your screen, it'll just affect it on mine. Better. So, today I've got a nice cup of cinnamon tea. And I'm going to be working on my skeleton man who has been sitting on my tablet for a bit. I did not stream the initial sketching of this because it just happened in the middle of the night and I was like, I'm doing it. But now I'm kind of going in and just coloring him in. So I'm doing something a little different than what I've done previously. I'm experimenting a lot with a smudge tool because I feel like that's going to give me a much better blend. I had been using the airbrush tool and it just going back and forth, it was kind of obnoxious and it never seemed to lay quite right. Gonna get rid of that. So now we're experimenting with smudge. And as you can see, we're just starting out on this fine fellow. I'm going to start to give him some teeth because I think teeth are important. How are you going to eat your cake without your teeth? I'm curious if you can hear the snow back here because it's hitting against the window. It's actually really kind of cool. I'm very grateful for the double pane windows to help keep us warm in this chilly, chilly place. is a lot of snow. This is a lot earlier than I usually stream, actually. Oh dear. And my tablet's about to die, but that's okay. I've got a cord right here. Here we are. This is me being woefully unprepared. Hey, you know the really good thing about where I am now, on the East Coast, is that for the first time, probably since I have gotten the tablet, I am actually somewhere where the power outlet is on the same side as the, hello Danny. The power outlet is actually on the same side as the plug-in for the computer, which is really nice, and I've never had the entire time I've had this particular device. Are you off today, Danny? Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, for some reason I thought it was like Thursday or Friday, but you're right. Also, I keep forgetting what today is, because time doesn't matter anymore. It's amazing how quickly that happens. Wait, there's a dent up here, if I recall correctly. If I remember my anatomy correctly, it sort of like curves in here, so I want some of that shadow in there. So I'm trying a new technique that is probably going to take forever and anon to actually produce things, but I love the way it works. Which is basically sort of sketching out, including colors, and then I'm going in just with the blend and blending things kind of like that. Why I've decided that's the technique I want to use, I don't know, but that's what this piece feels like. What is time? grand news is I now live across the street from a library, which is spectacular. And the even grander news is that my mother actually checked on their website and she was like, hey, they're hiring a part-time person there, and I know you're in kind of a flexible position, so you might want to consider that. So yesterday I went over and actually 2 days ago I went over and I talked to the one lady, and she was like, I don't have a copy of the application, but this is the name of the lady you need to talk to, and here's where you can find all that information. And then yesterday I went over and talked to the lady who's actually in charge, and it was kind of cool. She had apparently lived in California for a little while herself, which was nice. And I always have fun because one of the jobs that I've had in the past was working as a mad scientist, Mad Science of Central Virginia, back when I lived there. And per the IRS reporting, my job title was actually mad scientist. So that's what I put on the resumes and applications. And then I have to sit there and explain, yes, my job was actually to be a mad scientist. Which is kind of cool when you think of it. So hopefully I will get to hear back from that. She had a stack of applications, so I might not be the most qualified person. I didn't actually, do library science or anything in college. But I have a lot of experience with children. I have a lot of experience with lesson plans. And I live walking distance. So hopefully, that can be taken into account, and I can just be like, yeah, is it snowing? Whatever, I don't care. I can still come in. So I'm going to put our energy towards that and hope. Now I'm going to kind of finish up down here just a little, but actually this part of the skull is really just going to be covered. But in case I decide that I want to edit the collar later, it won't be a big deal. Because I've done that before, where I've been like, oh, I'm not going to actually go that far because it doesn't matter. And then I've discovered that, oops, it really does matter, because the concept changes. All right. I want chat to still be a thing. Thank you. So I'm hoping the volume sounds good. I'm hoping everything is chill here. If you really, really listen, and I'll be quiet for just a moment, you might be able to hear the snow hitting the windows. It's really coming, I think it's because I'm further north than I'm used to being. the snowflakes are massive. Like, I can see them, individual snowflakes, like all the way across the street. It is so crazy to me. And they're just wafting down. It's really beautiful here. Thank you, Danny. How is my beagle doing? As he should be. So there's like the people who have snow plows with like on the front of their truck, and there's a lot of them. And then every so often the snow plow, like the big snow plow, will come down. They mean business. They are terrifying. They're shooting snow several feet in the air. And I am up on the second floor looking down at it and going, ooh, I'm glad I'm up here and not down there. I'm gonna have a devil of a time with these teeth, and I already know it. I like teeth. I've noticed I draw a lot of teeth, like even more than skulls, I will draw teeth. Pieces that just have no reason to have teeth will sometimes have teeth. You need to be even smaller. I don't want to make you smaller, but I'm going to make you smaller because that's maybe actually too small, but that's okay. Well, a little bigger. Yeah, 5 pixels. The great thing about teeth is you can make all kinds of different shaped teeth. Sharp ones, flat ones, ragged ones, jagged ones, silicone ones, and weird ones. Slicey ones. Ah, slicey ones. Don't know why I went silicone there, but I completely agree with you. Teeth are fabulous and offer a tremendous amount of creativity to the user, shall we say. He's really coming down here. A little bigger for this. Create a, there we go. Oh, that was. Sorry, my brother's girlfriend is making sure I am okay. Because my brother's girlfriend is, of course, like a fabulous crazy punk, too. Now, I know Danny knows my brother, but I also believe there's at least 2 other people in here. 2 or 3. My brother is 6'2" and has a, last I checked, it was almost a 3-foot mohawk, although he might have trimmed it back since. And he is quite delightful. Also, he is now a store manager. He got a promotion, and we're very happy for him. That's not good. You shouldn't be there. I'm trying to fade you out, and you are on the complete wrong layer to be faded out. So we don't want that. We want that. Better. If you are drawing along, now is the time to check your layers. Also to save. Oh. So I have, for the first time in a good while, some feline roommates. There's 2 of them, and one of them is very vocal. And just walked in. Hi, which one are you? Sora. Hey, Sora. Yes, hi. How are you? Good morning. I know, we already did our good mornings. Oh, okay. You're going to attempt the experiment of drawing with a cat in the lap. Hi. Hi. This is where I wish that I had like the dual camera setup so I could show you the cuteness. And there's Oscar Cat. They travel in pairs, beware. Okay, you can hang out on the desk, but there is in fact a candle, so please be careful. Now my tea is being inspected. Yes, that's the candle. Don't touch that. Did you just singe your whiskers? What even? Look, you're not my cat. You need to not... Oh well. Learn once. It's good to be around kitties again. Yeah, there is the cup. Oh, all the kitties. Okay. All right, brief interlude over. You there? Oh, it's one of the big snowplows. Those things are slightly scary. Like, I don't think I've ever lived somewhere where like the snowplows went down the street that I was on. They're a lot. Like, it's impressive. Let me see how I like this. This might be too much, I don't know. Oh, actually, that's really nice. Ooh, I like how that looks. I like how that looks. Cool. Hello, Lauren. Oh, good morning. I mean, it's still only morning here. It's only like, what time is it? Yeah, it's like 11. Which is a perfectly reasonable time for me to get up. And actually, you just missed. Yes, it is. You just missed the kitties who decided that they had to explore the desk really quickly. I'll pull it back out so you can see a little. Just figured I'd draw a nice traveling skeleton. But right now I'm working on teeth because I consider teeth to be important and fun. And I know Danny up there agrees about all the teeth. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. One more tooth back there. I'm trying once again to not be too detailing, because sometimes what'll happen is I'll just like zone in and zone in and zone in, and then I have like the one perfect, beautifully, almost hyper realistically drawn like leaf or something, and then nothing else compares. So I have to try to not go too far. Actually, I don't want that. Alright, let's neaten up down here in this jawline. Just fill that out a bit. I am, yes. So what I'm using is something called the Surface Go, which is sort of like the toned down version of the Surface Pro. It's a Microsoft, and it does have a stylus that you can purchase to come with it. And then the software I'm using is Krita, which does have, I believe, some animation function, but I know that it's Toon something, isn't it, that you use? Toon Boom? Something. I know there's a bit of delay from me saying something and then you replying and then it getting to that point in the stream and then yeah. Go a little bigger actually. Fade that out a bit and then look a little more in a minute. It's going to be under a hat, so it doesn't need to be super perfect. Just a base, so I'm not. So in case I decide I want the hat to be a little higher sitting or a little lower sitting, it won't be a big deal. Which one are you? Hi, Oscar. I'm currently getting a lot of attention down from the kitties. They're like, what are you doing? Why aren't you downstairs yet? What's going on? This is a new thing. You've never done this here. Oh, hi. Yes. Please don't bump the arm. Thank you. Oh. Yes. I think future streams I may have to close the doors. Which isn't to say I don't love you, but you got to be good. Hi. I just have to wonder if you can hear this one purring. He's very loud. And there he goes. Alright, I'm probably going to want to come back to that in a bit, because that's how I am. But for now, let's attack. What do you think, hat or jacket? Hat. Okay, we're gonna go after a hat then. Thank you. Because we have switched layers, it is a good idea to save and make sure that we are on the correct layer. Alrighty. Oh, one of the cats squeaks, just by the way. He's a squeaker. I might put a band around the hat, but I'm not sure. So we'll come to that. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. The buses are still running. This whole snow thing is... I've lived in places where it snowed before, but I haven't in a number of years, and this is really the first time I've been like window on fairly main street. So it's like really childish. I'll be like, ooh, snowplow. Alright, let's see. Let's attack this. Hut, 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 hut. Currently I am calling him the Traveling Man, because while he's not any particular deity, with the wide hat, he's somewhat reminiscent of Odin. With the skull, he's somewhat reminiscent of Baron Smetty. He is the energy that you run into that goes between and goes around and goes everywhere. So he is the Traveling Man for the time being. He's actually not the first skull I've done in this color scheme. Years and years ago I did a cowboy skeleton, and it was a very similar range of colors. Okay. Alright, we can clean that up a bit. One is cleaning you up. You don't go there. I don't know why you had a dot on your nose, but you did. I have actually been to Alexandria, although I've not been to the old apothecary. Didn't know there was one. I'll have to check that out next time I'm in the area. Yeah, big plow. Yeah, you actually need to be wider down there. I should have figured out before shading, but I didn't, and that's fine. Not like it was that hard of a shade. Hey everyone, guess what just happened? Did you guess I was drawing on the wrong layer? There's no prize for guessing right. But that's totally what just happened. You know what? Actually, hang on. Digital art tricks. So I think you do need to be a little. when it starts shooting off the side like that, it usually means that I need to change the battery, but I don't want to stop and change the battery right now. Keep like backing it up to take a look at it. It's a very funny looking hat, but I kind of like it. Because it's like, it's not a cowboy hat, but it's not a top hat. Anyway. It is a hat that has seen some history, yes. You always know like the best way to say things. Danny, Lauren, you two would probably actually like each other. Danny is the Badger Grimm, by the way. people talking to each other. Yes, let's see. There are adventures involving strange, slightly witchy people with purple hair and lots of exuberance and mysterious creatures and bizarre adventures. Things possibly coming back from the dead. Occasional epic quests. You might meet a wizard. And I'll let you two figure out who's who. How is Conquest going, by the way? You working on that today? Oh. YouTube is sending me an alert being like, we're not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. So if it is glitchy, my apologies, and I'll have to poke at the settings in a bit. It's always something. Also, I haven't looked up in a bit, and there's not really a road anymore. You can see tire tracks. The car just drove by, but that's all white now. That's like kind of cool and kind of scary at the same time. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll have to fix that somehow. I'd also literally just be we don't have as good internet here as we did where we were, where I was. Okay, well, I'll have to figure that out in OBS later. It's gonna be fun. I'm not a really techie person. The fact that I can get a stream up at all is actually something I'm vaguely proud of, because I'm not the best at that. I will poke at it and hopefully next time figure out how to make it a little bit nicer for everybody involved. I have a couple of friends in Texas. I hope they're doing okay. I've checked in on them. Apparently right now the only part of the country that's doing okay is Florida. Like I hear even California, it's really, really cold. I want you. I'm gonna just zoom into this section in particular. Cool. I like that. I think that looks okay. Yay. Yay. Thank you, thank you. The roof of the library, you can just barely see that it has slates on it now. You're gonna have to shovel the sidewalk at some point too. All right. I'm gonna clean up along in here just a little. And you just started going really slow here, so I'm taking that to be it's a bit of a problem. Mm-hmm. Cool. Not you. Kind of okay with that. It doesn't look too bad. I think he likes his hat. But let's see, we've been going for I think a good hour here, so I think I'm probably gonna get off before too long. Yeah, I think I started this at like 7 something, and it is now 8:50. It's the sort of hat I think that like somebody owns and nobody's quite sure what it used to be. And I'm okay with that. So what do I need to do next? Next I'm going to have to do the jacket. I know I'm going to want to go and attack the teeth more. I'm going to have to figure out what I actually want for the collar, because I'm kind of feeling like Mandarin collar, but I don't want him to look too much like that what's-his-face dude from that one. I forget what it is. There's an anime where the guy has the red coat and like the collar's really up, and I don't want him to look too much like that. We'll add some nice details around him too. But for now, I think I'm gonna pop off and warm up and get some more tea and be quasi-social. So, thank you. I miss you. That actually goes to multiple people there. And yeah. Donka donka. Thank you, thank you. Oh wait, I have to do it the other way, I think. Hold on.